Hey everybody. Alright, I am here for part 4 of my in-progress review of When the Night Bells Ring. Again, dust jacket off, put somewhere else. Kind of wish I kept it on because I had to clean this cover off because when I got sick on it. I don't want to talk about that. It was an awful experience. Anyway, creepy things have happened now that are officially creepy and creepy and creepy and creepy. So they go further into the mine. They have no choice at this point. They have no choice. Mads' leg is obviously still broken, bone sticking out of her leg, and she's slowly losing the energy to keep moving, even though she's acting like she still has the energy. Wainoka is panicking, but trying to hold it all together, but she's doing that thing where she's thinking about all the really bad shit that could happen and probably will happen, and it's just letting her anxiety kind of fuck with her head. And Lavinia's diary, she's figured out what happened to her brother-in-law, and it makes her, well, she's spooked, she's terrified, but her husband is kind of brushing it off and acting like nothing's wrong, and she's getting more and more scared, and he's thinking she's just being a hysterical woman, blah, 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 all of that. And she finally gets a bell like everyone else does and hangs it up around the house, or outside of the house like everyone else, because she believes everybody else now. Because she's like, something's going on here. And now she knows what happened to her brother-in-law, and she's like, nah, something ain't right in this town. But her husband is dead set that it's all just urban legends and, well, not urban because this is not an urban town, but it's all just legends and superstitious, and he's dead set he's gonna find silver in the mine and they're gonna be rich and they're gonna be well off and blah blah blah. I don't like her husband's character. He's too cocky, and he doesn't trust his wife's worry, which, especially since he knows that something shady's happening in the town, like, there's no way he doesn't know. But he's acting like, well, if I just ignore it, then nothing will happen, when it's obviously not the case, because people are already dying again. People treat them differently because they're related to his brother, and weird things just keep happening, and like whole town is being guarded and shady, and like has this whole superstition and this whole made up creature that they're talking about called the Strange Lady. Like, all these kids thought of this, the kids say they see this woman, this creature called the Strange Lady, sneaking into their houses and pricking their parents' feet and drinking their blood. And the kids made this up. And he's like, yeah, just ignore it. Sweep it under the rug. I don't like his character because of his willful ignorance. That never goes well. Wainoka and Mads get to a part where they find, like, water, and Wainoka, she goes ahead to get to this water, and she sees a creature. Just flat out. There is something there. We don't know what it is, but it speaks to her, and she dips. She's like, nope, fuck that. She goes back to where she left Mads, because Mads needed to take a break. She was like, peace the fuck out. Smart. I would have also pieced the fuck out. But then she tells Mads, like, I was about there, I found water, I found a creature, and Mads like, you found water? Ixnay creature thing, you found water? So they fill their pot that they brought with them with water, and they have to double back to where they were resting, where they fell and found that little room. They have to double all the way back there so they can boil the water so they can eventually drink it. So it's just, this is taking a lot out of them, especially Mads, and I don't know how much further Mads is gonna go. I'm expecting at least Mads to die by the end of this. It feels like this book is more focused on Wainoka anyway, so I think Mads is gonna die. And that creature that she saw, I'm pretty sure that creature is going to be the reason why she dies. And I can't wait to see what the creature reveal is. Because, like I think I mentioned before, I saw a review on Goodreads that someone said the creature reveal was actually disappointing, and so now I'm like, let me hurry up and get to the end. I want to see what this creature is, but I don't want to rush through and miss anything. We are officially over halfway with this book. I'm going to try and read more than one part so that I can do, because at this I have 3 more parts to do, but I have a lot more books to read. So I might do 2 parts in one. Who knows? We'll see how I feel. But so far, it is interesting. Lavinia's entries are still kind of dry. They're still kind of boring despite all the stuff she's discovering. Her entries are... I feel like they're there to be filler. Like, yeah, they're helping Winoka, like, cope with being in the mine. But I feel like without them, they would still be doing what they're doing in the mine. I think it's just adding to her stress and her fear, which in a way, I guess, does help move the book forward. But at the same time, she'd be stressed and scared anyway because they're trapped in a mine. So, if anything, the only thing all these diary entries do is serve as to be like, hey, there's something down here. That's about it. But they're bound to figure that out anyway because they're literally going in the direction of where the things are. So I don't know how I feel about Lavinia's diary entries at this point. I don't know if they're useful or if they're a good addition to the book yet or not. So we'll find out as we go on, I guess. But right now, that's where I am. I will read, let's see, I am on page 145, and right now I am set to read to 205. So that's a good hefty chunk. And then I'll let you guys know. I might read more than that. That's actually not as much as I think. I might read to the next part. I can do that. Let me challenge myself. But so that's where I am right now. I will keep reading and post the next update when I get there. Bye.